You're scrolling TikTok and suddenly every other video is asking, is this the end of TikTok? Politicians are debating your favorite app like it's a national crisis. How did we get here? Let's break down why TikTok, once just a dance app, is now at the center of a global showdown. So what's causing all the commotion surrounding TikTok? The big issue boils down to two key concerns that have captured the attention of grown-ups and policymakers alike. These are data privacy and security. In today's digital age, the sheer volume of information collected by apps is staggering, and TikTok is no exception. The question is, how is this data being handled, and is it truly secure? TikTok collects tons of info about you, from your viewing habits and the content you engage with to your location data and device information. It all adds up. Just like every other app, almost every app you use on your smartphone collects data in some form or another. It's the price we often pay for using these services. But TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, is based in China. And this is where the concerns really start to escalate. US officials worry the Chinese government could force ByteDance under Chinese law to hand over American user data. This raises serious questions about potential surveillance and the compromise of personal information. There's also fear that TikTok's algorithm could be used to push propaganda, subtly influencing what users see and believe, or influence public opinion. This could have far-reaching consequences, especially when it comes to shaping political views and social narratives. TikTok says it's never shared US data with China, and maintains that user privacy is a top priority. To further address these concerns, TikTok says it is moving all US data to servers in America, ensuring that the information is stored on domestic soil. These servers are managed by Oracle, a trusted US-based technology company, adding an extra layer of security and oversight. Still, some politicians say as long as ByteDance owns TikTok, the risk is too big. They argue that the potential for Chinese government influence remains, regardless of where the data is stored. That's why the debate is so intense, with passionate arguments on both sides of the issue. The future of TikTok in the US remains uncertain as lawmakers grapple with these complex questions of data security and national security. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching for your phone, the first thing you do every day. You unlock the screen, ready to dive into your usual routine of scrolling and catching up. But then, you notice something's off. The TikTok app is just gone, vanished, disappeared without a trace. For millions upon millions of people around the globe, TikTok is far more than just a simple app. It's a daily ritual, a source of entertainment, and a vital part of their social lives. It's the digital epicenter where trends are born, where viral challenges take flight, and where the internet's next big thing is constantly being discovered. It's a platform where music explodes onto the scene, launching careers and shaping the soundscape of popular culture. Emerging artists find their voices and established musicians connect with new audiences. It's a place where communities blossom, connecting people from all walks of life through shared interests, passions, and experiences. A ban on TikTok would undoubtedly hit its creators the hardest, the individuals who have poured their hearts and souls into building their presence on the platform. For thousands upon thousands, TikTok isn't just a hobby, it's their livelihood. They rely on it for their careers, their businesses, and their financial stability. Sure, creators could attempt to migrate to platforms like YouTube Shorts, hoping to replicate their success, or perhaps try their luck with Instagram Reels, seeking to capture the same magic. But the harsh reality is that moving an established audience from one platform to another is far from easy. It's a challenging and uncertain endeavor. TikTok's algorithm is uniquely tailored, and its culture is unlike anything else on the internet. Replicating that is a monumental task. The internet as a whole would suffer the loss of a massive, vibrant, and shared cultural space. A place where people from all corners of the world come together to connect and create. For everyday users, it means losing a beloved source of joy, a place for learning new things, and a vital means of connecting with others. While other apps would inevitably emerge to fill the void, attempting to capture the essence of what made TikTok so special, nothing could ever truly replace the unique magic and sense of community that TikTok provided. It would leave a void that would be deeply felt by millions. The debate surrounding TikTok has sharply divided opinions, creating two distinct camps with deeply held beliefs. This isn't just a simple disagreement, it's a complex issue touching on national security, free speech, and the future of digital communication. The stakes are incredibly high, and the potential consequences of either banning or saving TikTok are far-reaching. On one side, we have Team Ban. This group is primarily composed of politicians, government officials, and cybersecurity experts who view the platform with considerable suspicion. They see TikTok not just as a social media app, but as a potential vulnerability in the nation's digital infrastructure. They emphatically say TikTok poses a significant national security risk. Their primary concerns revolve around the potential for data leaks, where sensitive user information could fall into the wrong hands, and the risk of foreign influence, where the platform could be used to spread propaganda or manipulate public opinion. They argue that even the most sophisticated firewall is ultimately insufficient to guarantee the safety and security of user data, especially if ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, remains subject to Chinese law. The concern is that the Chinese government could compel ByteDance to share data, regardless of any safeguards in place. On the other side, we have Team Save TikTok. This coalition includes a diverse range of voices from everyday users and content creators who rely on the platform for income and community, to free speech advocates who believe a ban would set a dangerous precedent. They argue that a ban is a form of censorship and an overreaction to the perceived threat. They believe it infringes upon the rights of millions of Americans to express themselves and connect with others online. They point to the measures TikTok is taking, such as Project Texas, as evidence that the company is genuinely committed to protecting U.S. user data and addressing security concerns. They also raise a crucial question. Why is TikTok being singled out when other social media apps have a history of data scandals and privacy violations? Is this a case of unfair targeting? For the creators who have built their livelihoods on the platform, this is about more than just entertainment. It's about jobs, economic opportunity, and the freedom to express themselves creatively. Both sides are deeply passionate about their positions, and with so much at stake, neither seems willing to back down from this increasingly complex and high-stakes debate. The future of TikTok in the US hangs in the balance. So what now? Congress passed a law. ByteDance must sell TikTok to a non-Chinese owner or face a US ban. But China might block the sale, and ByteDance may not want to give up TikTok's secret algorithm. Legal battles are underway. TikTok and creators are suing, claiming the law violates free speech. The courts could delay any ban for months or years. For now, TikTok stays. But the future? Totally up in the air. Stay tuned. This digital drama is far from over.